We're gonna try to get this intro done before this car comes. All right, welcome back to a new YouTube video, guys. The last one I was with Ben Mallah, and now I am pretty much standing in the middle of a road. And I'm gonna tell you guys about what I learned from meeting with the $500 million man. And this car is going to hit me. It is slowing down, and we're gonna talk about it. God, he did not like me.
Partying in the snow, we stopped in. Aaron's got a great buddy here. He's now a great friend of mine, Sebastian Wolfgram.
I like how I looked in here, so we're gonna change it right now. We're good? Cool. I look good? I smell good? All right, first impressions of Ben Mallah. I mean, the guy, like, and it's gonna be true to my heart. True to my heart. I've been watching Ben Mallah for, I don't even know, years. And really cool guy. Everybody always thinks he has this like attitude, like on camera, which he sometimes does. Like he's always like,
shut up! Either way you want.
You know, going at people and stuff like that, which is fine. But like in person, he's such a cool guy. Like he has a heart, like he cares. He just wants to help people over and over and over. He just kept on telling me he wants to help people, he wants to help people. I think the first thing is like focusing on your income first more than anything else. Like focusing on your income. Like that was one thing he told me like twice, I believe, was just like focus on your income more than like, all right, I need to go invest this money, or I need to, you know, reinvest that back into yourself so you can just get more income and just focus on that, especially in your early years, you know, in your 20s, 30s, focus on gaining as much income and experience as possible so then you can go, you know, invest it later on. It was also funny, like he's the big real estate guy and he was telling me not to invest in real estate. Obviously right now in real estate, it's kind of hard. You know, interest rates are high, prices are high, you know, so you're not making as much money. You know, but you can make a ton of money off of, you know, starting your own business or reinvesting back into yourself, or even, you know, buying, you know, dividend stocks. You know, there's a lot of different things instead of just investing into real estate. So he was teaching me a lot of different ways you can make more money with kind of less effort. Like I let him know about me paying off a lot of like my real estate loans, you know, my mortgages, because I was just like, hey, I don't really want them anymore. And he has a different approach. He really likes debt, so he can leverage that and buy more. So to each their own. You know, I personally, maybe I'll learn something in the next 10, 20 years about that, maybe more. But yeah, he's a very big guy on like, you know, leveraging debt to be able to buy as much real estate as possible, which I don't think is a bad thing at all. But at the same time, like I'm trying to get away some risk. I don't want as much risk, and I want as much cash flow as possible at the same time. I would say like the one thing I was like begging to ask was probably like what he thought on the economy, like moving forward. Any like wealthy person, anyone who's like doing well, I always just want to gain different opinions, because at the end of the day, no one really knows, but it's just cool to be able to ask. And I don't think I know everything on real estate, the economy, so I'm always asking questions to Ben. And I think one thing was just like seeing where he thought the economy was gonna go, you know, whether it be like, you know, consumer stuff, residential real estate, commercial real estate, stuff like that. So it's cool. And being a business owner who like more dabbles into real estate, you know, it's always like, hey, I'm putting my hard-earned cash into this. You know, I want to make sure that it's always interesting, because I know a lot of people that are worth, you know, about, you know, Ben's figures. And it's like, you can always take something from each and every one of them. And a lot of them have different opinions on how they got their success. And so one way that you make money or, you know, plan to invest is going to be different than, you know, some other guy's way of making money and investing. So it's like you kind of take a little bit from everybody and you make your own thing and then see where it goes. But I always think like meeting as many people like that is the best, not just relying on just like one to like learn from. Try to learn from as many people, because it's like, you know, then you could teach each other about different things. You know, I might have a guy over here that does it this way and this guy does it a different way. And then you teach them both, you know, what they're doing differently. You know, makes them think. Makes me think. I like taking all that information in. Well, what I know is marketing. And so like, you know, I was talking with Ben a lot about marketing and, you know, teaching him about, you know, certain things that I do and my businesses do, which is a big thing. And it's really with any mentor, is teaching them about stuff like that. But I think one thing as being like a young entrepreneur talking to these, mentors who are older is, giving them that energized feeling, because at the end of the day, everybody was in your same shoes when they were, starting their stuff. And it may have been different times in their life, but, they were still very excited about being an entrepreneur. They were doing their thing. They were starting up. And so like bringing that, like, let's say like energized feeling to their life is always the most exciting thing for any, and seeing, and at the end of the day, someone like Ben just wants to help me, just wants to help, other people. And so it's like, that's what they like. They want to see people, succeed at the end of the day. So if they can obviously help me in any way and I succeed at something, they're going to get a lot of value and benefit off of that. Because they've done a ton of things in their life. And so now they're just trying to help people. You're looking for a mentor, and this is something you really, really, really want to do. Like, you want to get into business, you want to get into real estate, you want to make money. It's not easy, but if you find a mentor, make sure you just show as much value as you possibly can. And just show that you're willing to do whatever it takes to get successful. But it's not going to be easy, I'm telling you that. It's not easy. It's a pain in the butt, but you have to go out there, you have to DM them, message them, email them, show up at their office, whatever you got to do to have that person in your life. At the end of the day, you'll be able to learn. You're going to learn. That's the biggest thing. I just want to learn. I just want to learn as much as possible. Well, I think people, there's a ton of advice out in the world, and people don't realize that. Like, they have all the advice right in front of them, but they're not willing to implement it. That's the issue. That's the majority of people's issues. They're not willing to just implement it. I'm always experimenting. Every single day is an experiment. You never know. I mean, and that goes for everybody. Everybody in being a business owner, an entrepreneur, being in real estate, there's no handbook. There's no handbook. All it is, just try and fail, try and fail, try and succeed. It's like you're gonna have obviously different outcomes, but you're gonna learn from your failures and you're gonna, love your success. But it's just gonna depend on what you do. But yeah, it's not, every single day is a guesstimate on what's gonna happen. You never know. Like, tomorrow's Monday and I'm like, what's gonna happen tomorrow? Like, you just never know. I wanna know down in the comment section. I will obviously be meeting with Ben in the future. I want to know what questions you guys want me to ask him. Maybe I'll do a little podcast with him. Maybe I'll do something, maybe a dinner with him or something, where you guys get to ask specific questions for Ben. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys want to hear.